Every Thursday at 7:30 p.m., I do a little live presentation of the book of Revelation and prophecy concerning end times. This weekend, we're going to have Dr. Russ Moyer with us both on Thursday at 7:30 and also Sunday at 10 a.m. Dr. Russ is a good friend of mine and a prophetic voice for the nations. I'll leave you with this little snippet of the talk we had this week. How do you see this season that we're entering in, also in the realm of the supernatural?
I believe we're going to see the greatest manifestation of the supernatural presence and power of God that we have ever seen. I think that we have stepped into a season now that is the beginning of sorrows. I don't believe that this is tribulation, but we've taken a giant step. It's what Jesus talked about to his disciples on the Mount of Olives, where he talked about in Matthew chapter 24. And he answered them, take heed that no man deceive you, when they asked him what was going to happen at the end. And I believe that we're in this season now, and we've taken a giant step. I wrote that book, War and Roses, and it's all about the end time prophecy. And every day on our Facebook site, I'm releasing quotes from the book that from 2017, 2018, speaking about this moment that we're in. I was in the midst of one of the most difficult personal moments of my life, where I was diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma and faced death. And I know that you have too, because I know your testimony and how God gloriously healed you and did so many wonderful things. In the midst of that difficult trial and tribulation, God began to speak to me more and more about the end times and the season where we were in. And this is what he said when they asked him, what's it going to look like? What's going to happen? He said, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Yes.
And all you have to do is look back over the last 5 years, and you see all of those things have been happening.
And we can say that what we're living now, it's the pestilence that's mentioned there. It's a pestilence.
Yes. And we've been seeing all the signs in the heavens, and right now, you can't help but hear the war drums in the background.
Yeah.
It may not be the kind of war that we're used to fighting. And some people may say that this is a war that has to do strictly with this invisible enemy that is a virus. But there are many battles that are going on behind the scenes. Between liberals and conservatives, there's political battles. There's economic battles going on in the marketplace between nations. China and Russia and the United States, all of them vying for power and understanding and moving. And you have to know that there's all kinds of things going on, like what's happening in the Middle East. So this is a time and a season where we have seen all these things go on, but it's not yet the end. This is the beginning of sorrows. We haven't hit tribulation, but this is maybe the first speed bump in the road.
It's the first wave, and we're going to see more waves coming.
Yes, but we don't have to be in fear. As the people and the children of God, we don't want to be from a place of fear. We want to be in a place of faith. We got to know God's going to turn everything around for our good and for his glory. That the greatest days are yet to come. The greatest days for the church, the greatest days for us individually. No matter how dark it may look right now, God's on your side. He's working on our behalf behind the scenes. He's preparing the hearts of men right now to receive the word of God. And he's weighing the hearts of men and the hearts of nations prophetically, because he's dropping a plumb line to separate the sheep from the goat. It's a prophetic time like we have never seen before. And we're going to begin to see the hearts of men revealed, the hearts of nations revealed. We're going to see the hidden things that have been hidden for so much time that are going to be revealed. Sometimes they're going to speak it right out of their mouth, and it's going to be like, wow, I can't believe they said that. Because it's the issue that's on their hearts, and he is weighing hearts, and he's weighing each one of us. In these last 3 months, he has done more to fight the biggest enemy to the church worldwide, but particularly in North America, is the enemy of idolatry. You and I were both into worldly things. Both you and I were into the things of this world and the things of success and money and career and all of those things that go with it. And idolatry. I was a football coach and I played ball till I was 26, 27 years old. So I'd watch 5 or 6 football games a weekend, right? So, these things, sports, entertainment, wealth, in and of themselves, none of them are bad. Until you raise them up to the place where you worship them, where you begin to put them in a higher priority sometimes than we put God. Sometimes we start to bow our knee at different altars. We don't realize it because it's part of our culture. The whole world in North America is crying out with all of these voices trying to grab our attention. Well, guess what? It's quiet now. Now's the time for you, if you're a true believer, right now is the time for you to link and sync your heart with the heart of God. Now's the time to put your heart on the altar. He's not just looking for your loony and toony in the bucket.
Yeah.
He wants a living sacrifice. He wants you on the altar. He wants you to jump in the bucket. He wants you to begin to take the gift and the call of God that's on your life and begin to utilize it for the things of the harvest, for the things of God, to expand the kingdom. But we have to seize this moment of opportunity. The opportunity of a lifetime must be seized in the lifetime of the opportunity, Leonard Ravenhill said. And this is a moment of crisis, worldwide crisis, personal crisis, trial and tribulation, chaos and anarchy, everywhere you look. Right in the middle of that, in the heart of God, is a moment of phenomenal opportunity.
Amen.
If we can just reach out and touch his heart, engage him in intimacy, in prayer, in the Word of God.
I hope you've enjoyed this snippet. Thursday at 7:30 p.m., get ready for another chunk of the interview I did with Dr. Russ Moyer. And on Sunday at 10 a.m., here at the Passion Center Online Church, I'll be able to show you the full interview together with worship and with prayer from the Passion Center in Montreal. God bless you and see you Sunday at 10 a.m.